Oh, yeah.
Hey, there we are.
Transition that screen, man. You got to do that automatically, or it doesn't happen automatically anymore.
No.
What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome to Random Fandom Tuesday night. Wow, is that coming in loud?
I don't.
Are you getting that loud in your ears? Okay, it's just me then. Maybe I'm just yelling louder than the microphone that I normally do.
Mm.
Wow. Where are we?
It's Tuesday night. It's December 3rd.
It has been a long... God, it's only Tuesday, and this week it feels like it's like...
Already got a ton packed into it.
It feels like Friday night. I've just had a busy schedule in the last few days, so especially after last night, apparently I need to go back and rewatch not the Acolyte. Oh my God!
No, we already covered that.
Skeleton Crew debuted last night on Disney Plus.
Yes, it did.
6 p.m. Pacific, which meant we got to watch it at 9. I did watch it at 9, and now I need to watch it again because I feel like my memory of what I saw is not what I saw. I feel I need another full watch through before I sit down to write my notes for our upcoming Fandom Crew.
Fair enough.
That's coming to you this Sunday night.
It was good, though.
Live at 6. I loved it.
So good.
I loved it. I don't want to talk about Skeleton Crew too much tonight because we got a whole series devoted to that.
Yes, we do.
This one, Random Fandom for the week of, what'd you say?
December 3rd.
December 3rd. That makes this one a Random Fandom,
86.
the 86th edition.
Yep.
That makes me giggle every time I say that. It just like, I can't believe we've been doing it this long. And no signs of slowing down.
No. Oh, Zazel says
it's Wednesday morning. It is down south in the land of Oz. Skeleton Crew's opening 10 minutes is excellent.
I would agree.
I hope that is not the summary of your feelings for the entire 2 episodes. The first 10 minutes is great.
The other, what? 75 minutes? They're pretty great, too.
I had banked on an hour combined for both episodes, so I was quite tickled to see the first one was 40-some minutes alone. In typical fashion with these Disney Plus shows, whether it's live action or animation, you can knock off about 6 or 7 minutes just for credits. So actual run times are a little bit shorter than that. But still, I felt we got a healthy, start and
a really fantastic pace.
Yeah, pacing was good.
There was no, downtime. I'll call it.
I reserve judgment until we do our formal breakdown on Sunday, but to say that last week I said I just want to feel good watching this show, and there were enough smiley grin moments for me that it has met that expectation for me. So I'm happy for that. I don't know if it surpasses expectations at this point.
Well, it's better than the Acolyte.
Wait, we're 2 episodes in and that's where you're at already?
Yes.
Well, that's really polarizing, man.
Yeah.
Wow. You were I thought I was the forgiving one for the Acolyte, and you were...
I enjoyed it, though. Yeah. I mean, I'm sad we don't get more Dark Plagueis, but...
Yeah, I think we're all a little bit disappointed in that one.
There was a comment from Manny Jacinto saying, you never know.
No, you don't. You don't know.
And he says, we may come back.
Is that him just saying that? Like, is that putting the cart ahead of the horse? Because that's what that sounds like to me.
That's
like
definitely seed planting at the very least.
But he doesn't have the authority to say that, is what I'm getting at.
Probably not.
No.
I mean, he's hopeful.
Manny, you didn't have a production credit on that, so I don't know how much
he will on season 2.
I don't know how much clout that has. Anyway, Rolando, Utah, Toy Hunter. I love your avatar. That is hilarious. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, Random Fandom, as always, 100% audience participation. Those of you who have hung out with us before know it's kind of the Wild West in the chat there. Talk amongst yourselves if you feel like it, or you can talk to us because we just want to talk to you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that we talk about tonight, or anything that we don't talk about tonight, if it's a pop culture / entertainment related headline you want to talk about, hit us up in the live chat, or better still, if you really want to have your say, you can hit the custom WhatsApp link. It's in the description of this video and every video that we do.
Yep.
And you can call us live. It is a call-in show. The phone line is open right now.
I'm pretty sure it's still functioning.
And yeah, it's been a while since we've had a test. We haven't even had like a test call in a while.
We haven't had a new one.
No, that's true. Switched. That's true. No, we haven't had a phone call on our new platform. EV Mux, by the way, we've completely severed ties with StreamYard. We abandoned them with prejudice. I've got a video in the works on that I want to do. It's a type of video that I never thought I would ever make, but I feel strongly enough about it that I will make a video, and hopefully, if you're out there, if you're a StreamYarder, you would consider other alternative platforms, because I don't think they're taking care of their customers very well.
The new management structure is
it's not good.
It's not the old one.
It's
to say
awful.
The least.
It's awful. Yeah. It is terrible. I
guess. Retro Tinker. G'day.
The Retro Tinker. Hello, sir. Phil, how are you? Nice to see you.
Apparently, Zazel's watching from the office.
I won't tell if you don't.
Yeah.
I won't tell anybody.
Just run it in the background.
Absolutely, man. You think we should hit it off with another one of those?
It's kind of tradition.
Okay, let's do it. Let's have another dose of
Random Fandom Trivia.
It's not a show if we don't have that.
It's true. Question for you. What was the middle name of author Ernest Hemingway? Was A, Draper, B, Miller, C, Cooper, or D, Butler?
Hemingway.
Wow.
Didn't we have a Hemingway thing like last week? It wasn't a question.
No, it wasn't Hemingway. It was, what was it? I believe it was a different author, was it not?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Wow. What was the middle name of author Ernest Hemingway? I was going to say Gingy.
Gingy?
Gingy, the cookie.
Oh, there you go. He's coming into focus.
Anybody mind if I have some gingerbread while we stream tonight? Ooh. Homemade by my wife.
There you go. Can't go wrong.
I don't know this. I have no idea. But I am going to play the 30-second timer anyway, to give everybody else a chance to chime in, and we will see what's going on in just a moment.
So abrupt.
We got a couple answers.
We
do. I do like that one.
Zazel's got a good one here.
Which way?
Which way? Ernest, which way Hemingway? I don't think that's right, but it sounds cool.
F, all the way. Ernest, all the way Hemingway.
Yep. Sean says C.
Cooper. Oh, C. Cooper.
Ronaldo says, don't know.
No idea.
K. Doss says C. Cooper.
Coops. Got the coops.
Zazel coming back in with A. Draper. Gaz in the house. He's coming in with A. Draper.
Wait, that's two Drapers.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple a Draper, a Cooper, a Butler.
Oh,
we need a Carpenter.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Hi.
Mm-hmm. And Gaz says, wowzers. Hey everyone.
That's awesome. It's a free for all in the chat tonight.
That's awesome.
We're all just hanging out.
Yep. But for anybody who picked C, I'm sorry. For anyone who picked A, I'm also sorry.
Oh dear.
It was in fact B. Miller.
Really?
Yes.
Ernest Miller Hemingway.
Yep.
God, that just sounds like I feel
it doesn't exactly roll, does it?
Not really.
Not as well as which way?
You know what I like? His initials are EMH, and that makes me think of Star Trek. Emergency Medical Hologram.
There you go.
you think Hemingway would have been a Star Trek fan?
Probably.
I'd hope so.
Did you know that he dedicated a book to each of his 4 wives?
I did not.
Yeah, each time he got divorced, he was always married again within the year. But he
Within a
always
year.
left something behind in print. And the dedication for The Sun Also Rises went to his first wife, Elizabeth Hadley Richardson. Death in the Afternoon was dedicated to his second wife, Pauline Pfeiffer. For Whom the Bell Tolls was dedicated to his third wife, Martha Gellhorn. And Across the River and Into the Trees went to Mary with Love.
I feel like a missed opportunity not having the Metallica clip for that.
Yeah, it's a little one, but you know.
Wow.
So
And
yeah.
sorry, can you go back up for a second?
Yeah.
Death in the Afternoon. You wrote a book for your ex-wife titled Death in the Afternoon.
Well, it was after the divorce, right? He wasn't gonna send like, Love in the Shade or something.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm sorry.
Gaz says it's Miller time.
It's Miller time.
Or sorry, Zazel says Miller time. Gaz says Miller.
Miller.
Barney
Barney
Miller?
Miller.
What a
Great
great show.
show.
Zazel comes back around with all I've given my exes is massive disappointment.
And debt. Hopefully debt. Yes. Give it all to them.
We're a few minutes in now. Hopefully he gave her something else.
Oh.
But
I don't have that set up.
That's all right.
Where is it? Nope. I'm going the wrong way. I got it somewhere.
It's too late now. The moment's
I'll tell you what.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
There you go.
That's a fandom power equivalent to womp, 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 womp.
But moving on here. First one, we got a couple sad notes here. First off, the animation world has lost Morgan Lofting.
I put this in my I sent this over to my group. I play in a G.I. Joe RPG group.
Yeah.
And I posted that and we all kind of had a moment of like, oh,
Yeah.
that's sad.
She was the voice of the Baroness in G.I. Joe, the animated series.
Cobra!
Also
Sorry, I had
provided voices for Spider-Man, Transformers series, and Total Recall.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we know who she was in Total Recall?
I'm not 100% sure who she was in Total Recall, but it was the Arnold version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only one who liked the other one. The one with
The other one wasn't bad, but it didn't have the 3-breasted Martians.
the one with Colin Farrell. Yeah.
The Penguin.
Part of that story, this is a Total Recall aside moment. Part of that movie was filmed in Borden at the military base in Borden when I was posted there.
Nice.
I don't know what building they used. I'm pretty sure it's the opening sequence with him coming through the door, but yes, part of it was filmed in Borden.
Wasn't part of it filmed in Toronto as well?
Possibly. And Borden was probably just an extension of that shoot. I just remember that we were doing our Christmas drive that year, and there was a big auction, a base-wide auction, and the production company put up autograph 8x10s from Colin Farrell and Jessica Biel.
That's cool.
They both signed stuff for the auction, and I tried to bid on it, but the autographs on that, because it was a charity auction, went like through the roof. I'm talking like into the thousands. Ooh. Great for the auction. Awful for me as a fan trying to get a cool autograph. Sorry, what's
the retro?
Is that right?
Miller. Barry Noah.
I barely know her.
Yeah. Zazel asks, she was Spider-Man? No, she was the one that portrayed Aunt May and the Black Cat for the 81-82 Spider-Man series.
Cool.
Yeah. She was also Moonracer and Firestar for the 85 Transformers series.
Moonracer?
Yeah.
Wow. And who?
Firestar.
I don't recall that character in Transformers.
I don't know.
I'm like, Spider-Man?
Maybe.
The only Firestar I think of.
Yeah, because that's around the same time period, right? But
wait, was Kate Beckinsale in Total Recall? In the redo? One? Maybe I mixed it up. Did I mix up Kate Beckinsale with Jessica Biel?
I don't know. Jessica Biel's cute, though.
I feel like I did a disservice if I did that.
Well, it happens. But yeah, she voiced the Baroness not only for the miniseries in 83.
No, they're both in it.
Oh, there you go.
Whew, dodged a bullet on that one.
But 84 and 89 as well.
Yeah.
Then in the
Well,
86 movie, Arise, Serpentor, Arise, and then in the 87 straight to video, G.I. Joe the movie. So, a lot of
yeah,
work as the Baroness.
it's funny that the miniseries, they consider those as separate things. I just consider, at this point, I just consider them an extension of the regular series. I often forget that it was two miniseries before the
The
regular
American
series.
Hero
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, she was. Oh yeah, she was. I don't know why. It's been a while since I've watched it. I should probably watch it again. She was Kate Beckinsale?
I don't think so, but maybe.
She was. No, I can't say that.
She might have voiced her in an animated property. Who knows?
I was about, like, she was in the movie. Oh wait, she was in what? No, not going there.
Don't go there yet.
Not going there.
But yeah, in an interview a while back, she did say, how she's still amazed by, or was amazed by, how the shows, resonated with fans all the years. And she's quoted as saying, "You take your money, you go home, and then 30 years later, someone says, 'Hi, I want to meet, or I want you to meet my spouse and my children. And you were so important to me when I was growing up.' And you begin to realize that these characters help people through their lives." And she's right. Like, it's something to connect to.
Yeah, I guess this is sort of the thing. It hasn't really changed. I think we're just at a point where we definitely talk about it a lot more.
Yeah.
And certainly not just in this venue, like what we do, but like, well, you've been to conventions, you know what it's like.
Yep.
I've been that person.
Yeah.
I've
I
been
have
that
too.
person. Yeah, like talking about how, like, and this is a funny one. I've had this conversation with I had this conversation with Dean Cain, of all people,
Nice.
where he was
Superman.
talking, we were talking about, what he does versus what I do, which I was still in the service at that time. And I think he really took it to heart when I said, don't discount the work that you do as an entertainer, because sometimes the work that you do allows people like me to do the work that I do and not feel so far from home, right? Like,
Mhm.
it's nothing for, for military folks to be deployed to, like, put on an MP3 or at that time maybe a CD,
Mhm.
or watch a movie or read a book, and that little bit of escapism from the thing that you're doing is like a little slice of home. And I really have a different perspective on people who choose the arts as a career, because you cannot put a value on what those people do, and because of the impact that it can have on somebody's
Mhm.
life. So I have a huge appreciation for anybody, actor, author, and anybody, an artist, let's say.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Morgan Lofting, she will be missed.
Mhm. Survived by her brother Tim, his wife Lynn, their son Brian, her son Justin, and his wife Stacy, and her grandchildren Zach and Ellie. So
But I didn't realize that she was as old as she was, to be honest.
no. This next one is still developing, I guess you can call it. But the former drummer from My Chemical Romance,
Yeah.
Bob Breyer, has passed away.
Oh dear, he was young.
Yeah,
He was younger than me.
he's only 44. Um,
Do we know?
we don't know.
We don't have anything, do we?
Uh,
When did this one drop?
This one dropped today.
Oh, just today.
Um,
Wow, this is breaking.
Yeah, there's a quote from the band saying, "The band asks for your patience and understanding as they process the news of Bob's passing." Um, 44 years old. He was in the band during the Black Parade era,
Yeah.
and there's not much information floating around, uh, other than after he quit the band in 2010, he moved and auctioned off his drum kit to raise money for an animal adoption center in
Oh,
Williamson
wow.
County, Tennessee.
Okay.
But his body was found November 26th at his home there in Tennessee.
And this is only breaking today.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And here's the bad part. No foul play is expected
Sure.
or is suspected, as all the weapons in the house were found untouched.
Yeah.
But he was last seen alive 3 weeks prior to his death.
Last seen in public.
Yeah.
So we don't really
So-
know how long.
No, we don't. And that's why it's still ongoing investigation.
Could he have been there for longer?
Hopefully not. But
you don't want to immediately jump on to it was a drug overdose, but like,
yeah.
it's that, I hate to say it, and I don't want to stereotype, but like sex, drugs, rock and roll, right? Like,
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know.
And,
We don't know. And I should not speculate like that.
No. But,
I didn't know
condolences to
that.
the family and to everyone who knew him. And
Sean wants us to know that Eminem's mom passed away.
Huh.
Was that today?
I'm not sure. I had not heard that yet.
I completely missed that one. Was that today, Sean? Let us know.
I said that's all I heard about today. So
Fair enough.
Oh, Gaz says Kate was Sharon Stone's character in the remake.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
The fake wife.
Yeah.
The fake wife who wanted to kill him.
Well, she had to do stuff first.
That's right. That is right.
Because he was happily living as a whatever worker.
That's right.
But moving on, good news for fans of Stranger Things. The season 5 character posters have dropped. And, they don't give away too much information, but it's a good sign because it is coming in 2025.
We knew that, though.
Yeah. But, getting the posters out there, starting to roll that whole, promotion.
It's time to
machine.
get the marketing hype.
Yeah, building and
get on the hype train.
Because at this point, there's a ton of memes floating around like, oh, here's season 1 Finn, and he's, the little kid.
Yeah, not
and
anymore.
Then there's season 5, and he looks like Keanu Reeves.
He looks like a kid from Ghostbusters.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Well, he's a man from Ghostbusters.
I couldn't help it.
I know.
Having not watched a full episode of Stranger Things, I had no idea. So
you should watch it. It's good. This is last season, so.
Right.
Yep. But next, we got some fake news to debunk.
You wish this one was true.
I do wish this one
you
was
wish
true.
it was true.
But it is not. There's a poster going around online for Christmas Vacation Redux. And unfortunately, it is not true. There is no Christmas Vacation Redux coming to Prime. It is another one of those satire ones that has found footing and is just spreading like wildfire because everybody wants one.
I'd like to know where they got the headshots of Beverly and Chevy for that.
They probably got them from the newest Vacation movie. Because they do.
That would make sense.
They make a stop in when they're on their way to Wally World. And, they end up having to get the family truckster and finish the journey that way.
Right.
So. But yeah, unfortunately, there is no Christmas Vacation.
I saw that. I saw the poster when you sent it over. And I have to admit, I immediately rolled my eyes and said, I am not reading this. I'm not reading this because I don't want to be upset.
Yep.
So when you sent over that it was fake news, I'm like, whew, thank God for that.
Yeah, they even wrote like a very a good synopsis for it too, right? Which, lends credibility to it, but you dig deeper and no dice.
But this is another example of how willing people are to accept.
To believe it, yeah.
And we've gone through that too. Here on the show, we've gone through that when we're trying to like source stuff.
Mm-hmm. I still wish that Peter Dinklage Leprechaun movie happened.
It's like some of the Star Wars news that we've had to like, I've had to like take pause and go, now wait a minute.
Yeah.
Who is reporting this? What is the, are any of the major media outlets reporting this? Because if this is real, it'll be on like Variety or Deadline or something like that. And so it never ceases to amaze me just how willing people are willing to like, oh yeah, it's real. I saw it on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other side of that too is the Mandela effect, right? Like, just think 20 years from now when we're going back and somebody finds this poster on some random post and like, oh, look, it actually happened.
Hey, this movie. That came up.
No, it didn't.
That came up again this week. Not this week. Last week, I was laying in bed and there was a thing came up about the comedian Sinbad.
Yes, with Shazam, the wizard genie thing.
There is no Shazam movie with.
There was Kazam with Shaq though.
Right, and so there's this whole article I was reading on the Mandela effect about this collective memory of, oh yeah, Sinbad playing a genie in a movie called Shazam. Never happened. I
don't remember that one.
So yeah,
mind you, there are others I do remember, like the Berenstain Bears, not Stain.
But that's not a Mandela thing. That is a pronunciation thing.
It could be.
And it's Berenstain.
I believe it's Stain, not Stein.
Berenstain.
Berenstain.
But I don't ever remember it
I
being
don't know.
spelt AI. It was like
No,
EI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But,
that's just a pronunciation thing.
you know, I still have my books in the basement, and you can go look. So
Like the old ones.
yeah,
Like the little golden books?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Now, what I
like
can't
those.
find is my Masters of the Universe gold books.
Oh dear. Did they? I guess they did a couple.
Well, they were like not hardcover; they were
They
soft
did,
covers.
yeah, but they did do a couple of kids' books.
some great art in those.
Yeah, because I think what's his name? I think Alcala did a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the art has like been resurfacing again. Like, oh, check out this artwork. I was like, yeah, I
It
remember
definitely came. There was definitely some of that stuff came back. There was like a portfolio of like Masters art that came out like a few years ago.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, and some of it was definitely from the kids' book, but it was like these were expanded panels, so they were like much wider than what the covers of these books were. So
Yeah,
it's kind of
'cause
neat to
these
see
books
those.
were like pretty much square.
Yeah. Gaz says, yeah, but those classic Harryhausen Sinbad movies were killer cool.
They were.
Wrong Sinbad.
Yep. Josh is in the house though. Says he's on his way home, but he'll be listening.
Oh, on your way home, listening. I won't be in the chat that much. That's okay.
Yeah, drive
That's okay.
safe.
We're here when you are.
Yep. But sticking with Christmas and something that actually exists.
Oh, speaking of Christmas,
yeah.
I'm wearing my
Your
my
Chewbacca.
holiday Wookiee shirt.
There you go. I'm just wearing a Fandom Power shirt. But yeah, fans of the Muppet Christmas Carol.
I am one.
It is on Disney Plus, which is great. But when you go watch it, apparently the version you see is the trimmed down version.
I was reading some of the comments, some of the social media comments around this, and a lot of the comments around the restored version were basically about this particular person singing this song, and the collective sort of consensus was it was worth trimming out. That it's like this like really depressing. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, the song is called When Love Is Gone.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch it included in the film, what you've got to do is go to the Extras tab on Disney Plus, where you will find the Muppet Christmas Carol full English version.
Do we know I guess it wouldn't be that much difference in terms of the runtime then, if it's just
a little bit longer,
like a
but,
song's length.
Yeah.
So what, like maybe 5 minutes or so?
Maybe 5, maybe 10, who knows?
Okay.
But yeah, you can go watch the full one
or
the trimmed down version.
Or you can just go watch the song completely unrelated to the movie and decide, was this worthy of restoring?
Now, one they still haven't restored is the Muppet Family Christmas.
But it's on YouTube.
It is on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
It is
and you
on
can,
YouTube and uncut,
Yeah,
full of Muppet baby
yeah,
goodness.
And all of the commercially.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched it that way last year before. And it was cool to watch it that way, like on a phone and looking all crappy and like
the little
broadcast
VHS
quality.
lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
What's Gaz saying here?
How come no one ever talks about the Henson masterpiece, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Because you and one other guy know about it. That's why. No. Now you've brought it up. Now I must look it up because heaven forbid that we don't. Emmett
Otter's.
Oh, wow. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. There it is.
Now, is Emmett Otter like an offshoot of the Country Bears?
It kind of looks that
way. Or the
way.
Country Bear Jamboree.
So what is it telling me here? Emmett and Ma Otter are very poor, but they're very happy and talented singers. Christmas is around the corner, and they both want to get the other a very special present. The prize in the talent show is $50. Both Emmett and Ma get a song ready for the competition. Emmett forms a jug band, and Ma practices alone to vie with the River Bottom Gang. 1977.
Well, that's probably why I don't remember.
I'll tell you why. Nobody was talking about... There was only one movie to talk about in 1977, and it wasn't this.
No, it was not.
But now that you've brought it to my attention...
I have to go digging for it.
I will go find it.
Mm-hmm.
I will go find it, and I will watch it.
Well, this next one, bad news for Ron Weasley. He owes the United Kingdom government a little bit of money.
Oh, dear. Did you forget to pay taxes, Ron?
Whatever move he's made here, the court has ruled against him, and he owes 1.7 million pounds, which is about 2.16 million in
U.S.
U.S.
Yeah.
For after he lost a tax tribunal case over Harry Potter residuals.
Oh, it's a tax thing.
It is a tax.
It is a tax thing. Oh
Um,
boy.
So apparently, capital gains are capped at 24%, whereas income tax over there is capped at 48%.
Oh, only 48%.
Yeah, only. But back in the 60s, I guess income was capped at 95%.
Oh
So
dear.
the Beatles set up a company and sold their music rights to it, attempting to pay capital gains tax instead, which was only 30% at
So
the
they
time.
could keep their catalog and not pay
And-
as much on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the company owns it, but they own the company.
Yeah. But
Isn't that something?
this was stopped by a judge, and it became the Beatles clause, which explains that trying to turn income into capital gains will cause it to be taxed as income regardless.
Yeah.
So because of that, Rupert Grint, who plays Ron Weasley there, at 23 established a company to turn his 4.5 million pounds of residuals into from income to capital, because at the time capital was only capped at 50%, meaning he'd have to pay out 2.2 million pounds on his residuals.
So wait, if the Beatles couldn't do it, why does he think he can?
Magic.
It's magic.
Yeah.
It's magic.
But instead, due to additional relief, that allowed him to cut his taxes by an additional 10%.
Yeah.
His taxes were cut to only 450,000 pounds. But in the tax tribunal, the judge invoked that Beatles clause, meaning that he now owes nearly 2 million pounds.
2 million pounds.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So, don't try and scam the tax man, I guess. They'll scam you better.
I mean,
they're better at it.
two things guaranteed in life: death and
Taxes.
taxes. Yeah. Hey, do we have any other child star news this week?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yes or no?
I honestly can't remember.
Because there's the thing that came up. I mean, this would be a great time if you didn't get it. Kid Loki.
Yeah, I did not get that one.
Kid Loki is homeless.
What?
Yeah.
How can Kid Loki be homeless?
Yeah, Variety was reporting today that the young actor that played the child or the teen Loki in the television series is homeless.
Did mom and dad kick him out? 'Cause he didn't
No, he
share
was
money.
he's claiming that he was a victim of abusive
no.
parents and has nowhere to go and is essentially broke and needs help.
And Disney didn't
Don't know.
instantly say, "Come live in the castle."
No, I didn't read the whole thing, so I'm not.
Well, that
I'm not
sucks.
100% sure on where things are at with that, but that did come out today.
Huh? Poor kid. Especially at Christmas.
Yeah, I mean it's never a good time, but
No, but hopefully his parents weren't his managers.
oh my God, I hope not.
Get another Britney Spears situation.
That's how you have the. Well, that's how we got. What's the Coogan law? The child actor.
Oh, I don't recall.
Yeah,
that.
it's an old one.
But another thing that happened there last week, Taylor Swift wrapped up her Eras tour
in Toronto.
Yep. Well, she got one more stop in Vancouver, I guess.
Did she do Vancouver after? Okay, yeah, there you go.
But she finished her Toronto show, 6 of them in total.
Oh, only.
Yeah. Only.
It's almost that's like a residency.
Yeah. The Swifties, though, they set a record.
I saw this.
They set a record for mobile data use, and at the Rogers Center, they consumed 7.4 terabytes during her November 21st show.
How much?
7.4.
Oh, wow. That's just one night.
Yeah. But across all 6 performances, they used a total of 42 terabytes.
42 terabytes of data. I mean, how much live streaming was going
Basically,
on?
Everybody there was probably live streaming it.
Everybody at the concert. I'm live streaming Taylor Swift.
But Rogers has credited its $8 million 5G upgrade to enable faster speeds and handling of that massive traffic.
If anybody can, you think that an arena that is sponsored by Canada's third largest telecom
Media
company
conglomerate.
Yeah, I mean, there's only I guess 4 if you include Kojiko, but like
Yeah.
Rogers is
No,
like
I think they're in.
Bell, Telus, and Rogers are the
Yeah.
top 3 in Canada. Yeah.
I think Kojiko's actually in bed with Rogers, are they not?
That I don't know. But I would expect that, the Rogers Center
Yeah,
would be able to handle.
you would hope so. Unlike Netflix in the Tyson fight.
Oh, you know what's really funny though? We'll talk about that. Hank had asked, hey, do you think the Disney servers are gonna
Crash.
I'm kid you not. We're sitting there watching the first episode of The Acolyte, and in the classroom,
Skeleton Crew.
sorry, that's right. We're watching Skeleton Crew, and in the classroom scene, it fucking froze.
Oh no.
It froze up, and I'm like, this can't be happening. This can't be. Great if it is that people are responding to it. I ended up restarting it, and it was fine, but turns out it was just a glitch.
Well, there you go.
Wow, that's a lot of data.
That is.
Way to go, Swifties.
So there'll be lots of stuff to look back on in 20 years when, people are Googling this historical
I'm
stuff.
more, you know what? I'd rather be like the front row of this photo. Like that's forever.
Yeah.
Like that photo was awesome. And so all those girls, and look how happy they are.
Mm-hmm.
Look how happy they are.
Just screaming their heads off.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw Taylor Swift at the Rogers Center, but it was not at this event.
Where? When?
Back when she was a nobody and she was the opening act for
seriously?
Rascal Flats.
For Rascal. Oh, so when she was still a country artist. Yep. It's interesting that she's made that transition.
It is one of those, if you'd only known moments.
So Taylor Swift, this is funny because I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan. I can appreciate what she does, and I think she's a great human being. But I too think of her as, she was a country artist.
Yeah.
When she was probably around the same time, she did a thing. It's the only time I've purposely switched over to CMT because she did a special, a CMT special with Def Leppard.
Oh, jeez.
And you know that I'm a huge Def Leppard fan, so
sure.
The two of them they did a whole thing where she sang a bunch of Def Leppard songs, and then the band they played some of her music, and I thought it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It was very cool. And she credits Def Leppard as being like
a huge inspiration.
Right, because like she's like, my mom loves Def Leppard, so I heard their music all the time, as a kid.
Nice.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, it was during the Gary Allen performance, who was the next warm-up act.
Yeah.
But I went to the lobby to get my wife a sweater, and Taylor Swift was sitting there signing CDs.
No way.
With no line, because everybody was still in the concert.
Rascal Flats.
And I came back and I said to my, not wife then, but my, she's now, but
yeah.
Do you want an autograph from her? And we said, nah, we don't need it.
And you think, if I had only known.
If only we'd known.
If I had only known.
Yep.
Ah,
well.
That's like when I saw New Kids on the Block. I saw New Kids on the Block around 86, 87.
Yeah.
When they were the openers for Tiffany.
Oh, jeez.
Canada's Wonderland, Kingswood Music Theater. Cost me $7.
Nice.
Yep.
This next one's going to cost a lot more than that, but they're hoping it's going to make money. Photos have leaked out from the set, though, showing The Rock in his Moana costume.
In his Maui suit?
In his Maui suit from Moana, the live action.
He's much smaller than he is in animation.
A little bit, but he's still bigger than he is in real life.
Yeah,
because
it's definitely.
People have seen him sporting this bodysuit, and they say, you look bulked up. So it means people can't really tell. And looking at him here, you can't really tell it's that much of a bodysuit. But
no, not really.
He is quoted as saying, it's almost like getting into his grandfather's skin.
Oh, right.
Tattoos and
King Peter Maivia?
High Chief Peter Maivia.
High Chief. Why do they call him King?
I don't know. Chief, King, same idea.
Royalty.
Yeah. But when they were shooting outside, he says, we shot outside, and when those pictures surfaced, I was like, shit, we got caught. Because we were putting up like walls and there was no paparazzi, but they got into boats and started shooting pictures. So I'm happy you liked it, and I can't wait. The movie comes out in 2026.
It's not much you can do about it. And come on, we all knew this was coming.
Yeah. I mean, Moana 2 is in theaters right now.
Is it out now?
It is, and it's doing really well.
It's got. All I cared was. I said to Kim, to my wife, I'm like, I don't care if the movie's good or bad as long as Hey Hey's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I
And a
love
pig
that.
too.
I love that chicken. Oh yeah, there's a pig now.
Well, there was a pig in the first one too, right?
Was there?
Yeah.
The pig was on the boat.
He
though.
didn't go on the boat this
Yeah.
time.
Okay. So now the pig is on the boat.
Apparently, yeah, because we get
Okay.
bacon and eggs.
Oh right, that's the joke.
Yes. Well, we don't have many, but how about we talk some toys this week?
That's fine.
All right.
I'm always up to talking toys. I mean, we've been doing that for the last 3 or 4 Sundays. So
Something like that. But yeah, first up, coming out of Hasbro, inspired by the Clone Wars, we get the Black Series 2-pack, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Clone Trooper from the 212th.
I can't tell you how excited I am for this, and I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be, but I am because
Did you get the Kenobi with the armor
no,
on the retro card?
no,
So
that's
second chance.
Yeah, I'm absolutely tickled at this
And
because
look, another clone.
well, so that's the part that makes me go, oh,
You already have him?
I have this clone. But so like for me, I'm going to pay a deluxe pricing. So this is going to be probably 70 to 90 bucks
Probably.
in Canada. And I'm going to go, yep, because Obi-Wan's my boy.
Yep.
And I didn't get that figure the first time around in the Clone Wars packaging, and he is a must-have. And I'm betting you at retail, it will still be cheaper than buying
the retro card.
the Clone Wars carded one. So for
Well,
that reason,
you're not a collector of packages, so
I'm not. And so somebody will need a 212th clone, and I'll have one to
Ready
sell
to
them.
go.
That's right.
But yeah,
That's right.
Not a lot of accessories coming with this one. Apparently, just the blaster and
Yeah.
the lightsaber. But
Well, I mean,
I'm wondering
this.
if the helmet comes off that clone.
You know what? I can tell you. Just give me a second.
Sure. Apparently, it's available for pre-order right now exclusively on Hasbro Pulse. I'm sure it will come to retails shortly. But it's a good-looking Obi-Wan, especially from that era. And the Clone Trooper,
If
can't go wrong.
if they are reusing the previous release of the 212th, the answer is no. It's not
a removable helmet.
No, but it is one of the ones that has a blank head underneath it, and you can see it in white. So the helmet is glued
right on
in
there.
place. There is and anybody that's done this before, we all know that at this point that is a Tamura Morrison head in there, but it is blank, no paint.
Fair enough.
Not removable.
All right.
What I would like, and I can talk about this for just a couple seconds while we're here, is it doesn't read very well. Let me see if I can get in closer to the camera here.
Here, I can just spotlight you.
It actually reads better on camera than it does in person. The yellow paint on this figure does not match the yellow paint on Commander Cody.
Really?
Yeah, and I would have thought that would have been a no-brainer. Would want to have those match. So he does look a little bit bizarre standing next to Cody. So if anything, I would
color match it a bit better.
That looks better in the solicitation photo than it does in hand. Like in hand, it's looking pretty like, whoa, that's really bright. But that looks much more subdued, a little closer to Cody. I hope that's the case.
Well, if that's the case, then
I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one and sell this one. Yeah, absolutely.
But sticking with Star Wars, also with Black Series, just announced we are getting our Kelnaka from the Acolyte.
I wondered if any of the stuff scheduled for this show was going to get canceled, because they were talking about pulling Acolyte merch from shelves.
But we still need Basil to come out, and he's scheduled.
Well, they're pushing ahead with this figure.
Yeah.
I think that there's first of all, if you didn't like the Acolyte, that's fine.
Yeah.
But Wookiee Jedi?
Who can't love a Wookiee Jedi?
Could you part swap one of those awful those bad Chewbacca heads onto that, or another Wookiee head onto that, and do something with it?
Maybe.
What I'm getting at is this figure is going to be custom fodder for sure.
You think so?
Absolutely. If you don't want it to be Kelnaka, it can be somebody else.
Now, the lightsaber on this is actually longer than your standard lightsaber.
I saw that.
The guy in the video was describing it. He's like, it looks wrong with the shorter saber, so they went ahead and extended it so it looked proper.
It almost makes sense, though. We've seen the inverse of that with with Yoda getting the shorter one. So why wouldn't?
Yeah.
My only question is, was Kilnaka's lightsaber longer
In the hilt?
on screen?
That's a good question.
I
I have to go
almost,
back and
yeah,
watch
I have to
that.
go back and watch.
Because I
the
remember
video.
us remarking like the hilt of it was definitely longer
Bigger.
because of his stature.
Yeah, of course it would be.
You know.
I don't recall the blade being longer. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. But moving on from there, we've got a couple things from McFarlane. First up, wouldn't be McFarlane without a Batman, so it is the Batman 1/10.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
The Batman 1/10 scale DC Direct resin statue based on
Oh.
Detective Comics number 27, which is the first
Yeah,
appearance.
that is the iconic cover, isn't it?
Yeah, but available for pre-order on December 6th at select retailers, and this one stands 17.5 inches tall, so it's a pretty big one. It'll eat up a lot of real estate, but
Well, I mean, Batman is technically swinging, and the cape is
like-
billowing.
yeah.
So like that is included in that height.
Yes,
What's the overall height? You said 17?
17.5.
I'm betting that's in line with a 7-inch action figure.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's a good size.
Yeah. Sticking with Batman though, we talked about, I believe it was last week or the week before, we were talking about the life-size cowl.
Yeah.
Well, more of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
1/3 scale ones have been
1/3 scale.
yeah,
Okay,
so they're a little bit smaller but a lot more affordable.
at 1/3 scale, you could put them on your desk.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we get the one based on Batman Begins,
Okay. yeah.
Hush, and then Detective Comics number 27 again. For his
Yeah.
first appearance. All these are pre-order December 18th at select retailers.
I gotta tell you, looking at a Batman cowl with no like
It's a little hollow and it's
when,
all black.
when there's no when nobody's wearing it and it's retaining its shape, it looks kind of nightmarish.
A little bit.
Like all I see is someone going ah. Like all three of them.
Joker got a hold Now that you say that, I can't unsee it.
And the last one, like with the corners up so high, he's like, yeah.
That's a Joker smile right there.
Ah.
But that's not our only Batman stuff.
Oh dear. No, of course not.
Yeah.
It couldn't be.
Available for pre-order now. Batman versus Professor Zoom from Flashpoint. This 2-pack is coming.
Batman Thomas Wayne.
Yeah. Comes with 2 alternate heads, lightning rod, sword, 2 sidearms, 2 art cards, and an environmental base. And that's the regular edition. If you're looking for a bit more, there is an autograph series gold label that will get you all of that,
Yep.
plus a collectible art card signed by Jeff Johns. So
do I want to know the price difference?
I couldn't tell you, but if it's anything like the current ones, you're probably looking at 70, maybe higher for the autograph.
But the figures are exactly the same.
Yeah.
So that you're telling me that, what'd you say that might be? If they put it in line?
70.
What do you think the normal price would be on this?
Since they're both regular 7-inch guys,
Yeah.
I'm thinking between 50 and 70.
Okay, so that's actually not bad then.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Jeff Johns' signature is worth $20?
Yeah, I would think so.
On the card?
On the card, as long as it's actually there.
Okay, that's actually not. Yeah, if it's a real signature. If it's an auto pen thing.
Not so much.
Right.
But
that's okay. I'm okay with that.
But if you got a lot to spend, and this time of year, no one does. But Hot Toys hopes you do, because they just announced the 1/6 scale Stealth Strike Suit Captain America 2.0.
Guys, 2.0, we've already done one, so we're doing another one.
We're doing another one.
You guys are a few years too late.
Yep. But this one is based on Captain America the Winter Soldier.
The best Marvel movie ever.
Yep.
Well, it's my favorite anyway.
Well, it's pretty damn good. But yeah, this, they say it is thoughtfully upgraded and elevates fans' collecting experience with newly developed head sculpt, newly tailored suit, and newly tailored hands and physique.
But why? Physique? He's in a suit.
Well, maybe he looks better in this type of fabric. I don't know. But yeah, it's based on the appearance there.
Do we have? Oh, we don't have that, do we? The side by side.
Side by side, no. we
Okay.
But yeah, includes a new specialized muscular body an authentic fabric representation that enhances fitting of the suit, as well as his iconic blue and silver shield and a newly developed magnetic themed stand.
I
So,
mean, like, if you owned the first release, like, I
you're-
don't know, is this
is this enough of an upgrade to warrant it? I don't know.
when you're collecting Hot Toys though, like, let's be honest,
You
and
expect
I
them to
know
be
this.
pretty damn good right out of the gate.
Hot Toys is already a level above the average collector. Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason why I collected the scale that I do, right? Like, it's still sort of affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Toys, it's like one
Luxury.
one Hot Toys figure is like what, 7 or 8, 9, 10 of what I would get.
Easily.
Yeah, like,
And
they're
it all depends on the
hundreds,
figure too, right?
hundreds of dollars.
Yep. Zazel says he's a handsome fella.
He is a handsome fella.
It is a really good sculpt, though.
I can't argue with
But-
that. For sure, I can't argue with that.
Yeah. But
It is my favorite Marvel movie. God, that's a good figure.
mm-hmm. But unfortunately, that's all the toys we got.
That's
for
it for
tonight.
toy news this week?
That's all we got.
Holy cow, that's good.
Yeah. But that does bring us
different.
to our next segment.
It's different. Oh, is it that time again?
It's
I didn't
that
even.
time.
Give me a second here.
All right.
I need
I'll give you a
to.
second
There it
to
is.
cue it up.
I need to put the key in the back of the thing and wind it up. Okay, I think we're ready. Here we go.
Alrighty,
Let's
here
try
we
it.
go.
Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Tonight.
Nice.
It's so loud. I have to pull it down every time. I'm like, oh,
no,
it's
crank
blowing
it
my
up.
ears off.
All right. Tonight's misheard lyric is I've been waiting for this snowman all my life.
As always, we are looking for the correct answer. What song is this from?
Mm-hmm.
Bonus if you know the actual lyric, but we are looking for the song, the original song that this is from. And as always, the blurry image in the background is a clue. All right, we'll give you the 30-second sounder, and we'll check back in with your answers in just a moment. I played that one live.
Nice.
Just kidding. No. I didn't do it.
That's fine.
I can't. I couldn't play the piano to save my life.
I can go do.
I can play that. You know that the Mellencamp song,
Which one?
Jack and Diane?
Yes.
I can play that one part with the one key in the piano. Dur-dur. I can play that. Dur-dur.
Nice.
Wow. It's a bust this week.
Yeah,
we got
no
nothing.
takers yet. I
No
thought this one
takers.
would be like a giveaway one.
No takers for this one this week, which surprises me.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to take a stab at it? Come on. Oh,
Oh, Josh is floating
coming in
around it.
there.
He's floating around it.
yeah. Looking for the song title, though.
Yep, song title. Song title. You're driving down the road and you're like, ah, I know it. It's on the end of it's on the tip of my tongue. Ah.
There you go. We have a winner,
We have one answer.
and he wins. It is Josh in the air tonight by Phil
I
Collins.
feel like we need to change this to Josh's game.
Really, I mean, he's like the master of it at this point. I've been
like a-
waiting for this moment all my life.
Musical savant.
Yeah.
Man. Not that we need to, but as always, we'll run the risk of a copyright strike just to let you know. If you've forgotten, this is what the lyric sounds like.
I can't unhear Snowman.
I'm not going to play it again. That one is over 5 seconds, so the chance of that
There is the chance.
the chance of that one getting picked up is pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was the oh, by the way, not based on a real life event. That's the biggest urban legend going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just let somebody drown. Way to go.
that's the
Phil.
one. Yeah, that's the one. He was in a boat. He really saw it happen. No.
Yep. So in the air tonight is the debut solo single from Phil Collins. It was released as the lead single from his debut solo album Face Value
Oh yeah.
in January of 1981. And it was selected as the second single from the album in the US and Canada after I Missed Again. So
Now let me ask a question. First of all, are you a Phil Collins fan?
I am.
Do you prefer solo Phil Collins or Phil Collins led Genesis?
It's a toss-up, really, for me. They both have their merits.
I feel that they are on equal footing, to be honest.
Yeah.
One sometimes feels like an extension of the other,
Yeah.
except for when he was doing like Motown.
Mm.
That and that duet that he did with Philip Michael Thomas. No, Philip Bailey.
Mm.
Easy Lover.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
What's Josh saying here?
Yes, I'm in the car screaming that. Talk to text to finally picked it up. My wife just used talk to text, I think maybe for the first time last night, and she's like, I hate it.
What's Silver Spider? Hello, Silver Spider.
I've never heard Snowman in that song, but I'm afraid that I might from now on.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for the snowman for all of my life. Oh,
Jack
Lord.
Frost.
What's that?
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
Now, would it be the good Jack Frost or the evil Jack Frost?
Or maybe it'll be Nick Frost.
Oh, maybe.
And he's always good, even when he's bad.
We're going to talk about him Sunday.
Oh, nice. No, we are. Of course we are.
Yeah.
Of course we are. We got to talk about Smee.
That's right. But back here again. Congratulations, Josh. So
Is that an updated photo? Is that like an anniversary re-release?
It could be.
He's a lot more wrinkled.
wrinkly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is.
That's cool. I like that.
Mhm. But we did get our final trailer for Kraven the Hunter. And
I'm no more excited for this
no,
today than I was during the first one, to be honest.
I'm hopeful for it.
I'm not.
We get a little bit more of a look at the rhino there.
And
Not
by a little bit more, we're talking another fraction of a second.
basically,
Yeah.
But
We got more Russell Crowe in this
We
one
did.
than we got Kraven. Oh, we get Kraven chucking a spear.
yeah, and we get him, raking that spear across some limestone to set it on fire.
Yeah.
But
So it must be a magnesium tip or something.
maybe. It's set for December. We still don't have a date. though.
December 13th.
Is it December?
Yeah, I
13th?
saw it on a clip tonight when I was having dinner.
Yeah. But it is funny, Aaron Taylor Johnson playing Kraven. So this is what, his third foray into the Marvel universe?
Quicksilver. Who else?
Kick ass.
That's not. Is that a Marvel character?
That is a Marvel.
It is a Marvel character.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So this would be what, third, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said this before that, and I hate admitting this because I am such a fan of these movies, but like superhero fatigue is real at this
Mhm.
point.
And
And
it doesn't do them any favors that Sony refuses to adhere to the lore. Like, there are amazing stories out there.
Yeah,
They're written,
like-
they're published. You don't have to do much. Just go to the source material and translate it into a live action film.
yeah, but they want to distinguish themselves.
I
They
get
don't
that.
want to be a clone, a Marvel clone.
We could get to the Clone Saga if
Wow.
they'd stick to it.
The Spider clones.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Spider clones, Spider Gwen clones, Miles Morales
I
clones.
just like are they going to try and like, not that I want to talk about Morbius because I would just rather forget it.
Yeah.
Are they going to try and tie that back to the other, like,
It's possible. I mean,
or have Kraven tie in the same way that they tried to tie Morbius to, what's his name, Toombs, to
Vulture.
Vulture? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've already, in No Way Home, when the sky is cracking, you do see the silhouettes of the Rhino and Kraven.
Yes, and they were very obvious. The
Yeah.
Kraven one especially, because it
Yeah.
was the one right in the foreground. But
Yeah. But does that tie to this movie directly? I don't know.
given all the stuff that came out of the newest Venom movie and how they walked back on all the stuff
work
that they,
did to
like it
integrate
it doesn't leave me with a feel good about this
Mm-hmm.
in terms of its franchise connectivity.
Yeah. And they, like, I think I read somewhere Aaron Taylor Johnson saying, at least give it a chance. Like, I
Well,
know
doesn't
what
every
Sonic,
actor want you
you
to
know,
go see their movie?
well, except the actress on Madam Web, where she was like, yeah, it's crap.
Which is, yeah. It's funny that saying that when you're under contract.
Yeah. Josh saying, yeah.
Yes, I first heard Snowman when I was a kid. Oh, nice. That's cool.
Follows that up with Tiny Dancer.
Tiny Dancer.
I always thought it was Tony Danza. Like, dude, like Tony Danza.
Hold me
Okay?
closer, Tony Danza.
Well, now I can't use that one. That one's a giveaway.
We haven't done Blinded by the Light yet.
Revved up like a deuce.
Well, now you've given it away.
I know. But we'll see what this pans out to be. So, but
All right.
another hero Ryan Reynolds has taken a liking to, and hoping to bring it to the screen is Mighty Mouse.
Oh,
Here I come to save the day.
Mighty Mouse is on the way.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a soft spot for Mighty Mouse.
And like, really, that's one of I don't know, history's untouched franchises.
I guess the question is, do you do a big budget animated thing?
With a CGI mouse?
Yeah, or do you do a live action thing like a Roger Rabbity thing and Mighty Mouse is still animated? Or do you go full on like I just can't see this working any other way than as an animated film.
Well, I mean, he did well in Detective Pikachu, right? And if
Yeah,
he goes that direction with Mighty Mouse,
Mighty
that'd be
Mouse is
fine.
animated and everything else is live action.
Yeah.
Like a jump off the screen. Well, no, they made
They made Pokemon real in that
Pokemon
movie.
were real in that
Yeah.
movie. So
I mean, stands to reason. Maybe this mouse just got caught in a nuclear reactor, and
we're gonna splinter him is what we're gonna do.
maybe.
We're gonna put him in the ooze.
There you go.
In the ooze.
But yeah, he made his debut back in 1942. So,
Wow.
I mean, are they worried though, like that, it's too crossed like Mickey Mouse and Superman, but
That's a good question. And now that you say that, I mean, I never thought of that connection, but when you say that, yeah, I guess so.
So you got the two big studios left fighting at you, I guess. But
What do you mean? Oh, Disney
Disney
and
DC,
Warner
Brothers.
Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. But
I don't know how I feel about this.
it's got potential.
I like Mighty Mouse. I just don't know how I feel about a Mighty Mouse movie.
Well, it can work. I trust Ryan Reynolds.
Listen, I'll say this. I liked Shazam when it came out. So, I mean, Shazam isn't exactly universally loved, right? So
It's fun though.
it is, yeah.
It's fun. Apparently Paramount Animation wants to make this feature adaptation of the cartoon with Matt Lieberman.
So we are thinking animated then.
Possibly, because Matt Lieberman worked with Reynolds on 2021's Free Guy.
Yep.
And that crossed a whole bunch of like animated and CGI in with live action, right?
Yep.
So not many details are coming out yet, but something new in the works.
I can't stop staring at that picture. Do you think, and of course, it's Ryan Reynolds, so he's not going to be anybody else other.
Probably not.
If he's not playing no, I shouldn't say that. It could work if Mighty Mouse is Mighty Mouse and Ryan Reynolds is the human sidekick.
That could work for sure. Worked for Sonic.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we will see as it develops.
Which begs the question, who would you want as your human sidekick? The Green Lantern or Cyclops?
Well, he gets Deadpool. Come on now.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
R-rated Mighty Mouse.
I'm still taking Cyclops.
Fair enough. Another trailer dropped today. Finally, with some updated stuff. And after, speaking of Sonic, you know how fan outrage can cure stuff. Disney's Snow White has finally got his trailer out.
Yep.
And we actually have 7 dwarves instead of 7 varying fey creatures.
7 very fake creatures.
Yeah, that's what they were going to go with, right? And the fans saw those screenshots and said, "What the hell are you trying
What
to
are
do?
you doing? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
if
yeah.
they're dwarves that go mining."
You know, and they've done the whole like, okay, they're CGI now.
Yes,
So, you know, are we still outraged that we didn't hire
actual
actors?
little folk.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't see how. Like,
Who's playing the witch?
that's a good question.
Oh, I mean, I know it's the same character, but like,
She's pretty scary looking.
that's Gal Gadot as the
Is the evil queen,
yeah, yeah.
who, some might say is more fairer than the actress that they chose for Snow White, but the mirror says
Well,
otherwise.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but directed by Mark Webb, starring Rachel Zegler as Snow White, Gal Gadot, like you said, as the evil queen,
Yeah.
Andrew Burnlap, Ansu Kabia, Dujana Gift, Martin Kleba, and Colin Michael Carmichael in other roles. So
I don't know. I don't think I know anybody in that cast except for Gal.
yeah, same here.
You know, I'm not necessarily opposed to this stuff. I've enjoyed some of the live action remakes. You know, particularly the Jungle Book one. I enjoyed.
Still haven't seen The Lion King.
It was okay. It was okay, but I don't necessarily think that all of these need to be
Updated
to
and
be
done
redone.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, from the trailer, there is some visible deviations from the original film. At one point, it looks like she's rallying the entire kingdom to go fight the queen and take the kingdom back,
Okay.
as opposed to her lying dead in a coffin, waiting to be,
Kissed awake.
sexually assaulted.
Kissed awake.
Kissed awake.
It's romantic.
I know. Is it though? Just some random
It's
dude rolls
supposed
up
to
and finds a
be.
girl in a glass case. Hey,
Uh,
there we go.
yeah, but if she likes him, it's okay, right?
But she didn't know him yet.
No, I know.
But I think this one they're going to establish a previous connection between the two. So,
just to make everything consensual.
yeah, I believe so.
Are we that? Wow. Do we really have to like do the mental gymnastics that hard to make sure that these movies are okay?
I would think so.
I guess so.
Otherwise, they're going to get canceled real quick.
Yeah, I guess so.
But CGI dwarves, they might still get canceled anyway.
Wasn't Peter Dinklage in an outrage over this?
I believe it was.
Yeah, it was over this movie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him in it because, he can do no wrong, but
No, he's pretty good.
yes, he is.
He's pretty good. One was it the one where he played Hervé Villechaize. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
It's good. It's good.
I still want to see the remake of the Toxic Avenger that he did.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't seen that
I
anywhere.
haven't seen that at all.
Josh says definitely going to pass on this.
Definitely gonna pass.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah. But let's learn some stuff.
Okay, man. Give me a history lesson.
So on this day in history, in 1948, Ozzy Osbourne was born.
Oh my God, he's a
Prince of
relic.
Darkness.
He's a relic.
1960, actress Daryl Hannah was born.
She's a mermaid.
She is. That was a classic movie.
And in 1994, the PlayStation was born.
Yeah, the original PlayStation, first available for sale in Japan on this day in 1994.
You know the story behind that?
Yeah.
We've talked about
I
this
believe
before.
so. How
yeah.
Nintendo kind of balked at it and said no.
Yeah, they hired Sony to make a console for them. Sony made this.
Yep.
Nintendo said no.
Don't like it.
And Sony went, okay, it's ours. They released it themselves.
Yep.
Went on to be, well, not this one, but like good for them because like
it spawned a whole thing, right?
Well, I mean, PlayStation 2 is best-selling video game console of all time.
Yeah. Rocketed them into top 3 contention.
It was in the news. It might have even been today. I read something. It was something like still the only console to sell something in the something like 2 billion units or something. It was like this crazy number.
And then in 2010, the film Black Swan released in theaters.
Amidala, how far you fell.
That was a weird movie.
Yeah.
Really weird movie. Definitely a psychological trip. But yeah, that's what happened on this day in history.
Cool.
So, as we were talking about last week, the CW delivered us our best yet on-screen Doomsday.
I said I wanted a full report.
All right, well, I'm going to give you something of a report with this next image because it is a great shot of the Super
Oh,
Family.
nice.
We get Steel finally wearing his cape.
Oh,
We get
that's
the
cool.
Super Twins all costumed up,
That's very cool.
and this series finale was awesome.
Am I supposed to believe that's Lois?
No, that is John Henry Irons' daughter.
Oh, his daughter.
Yeah.
And so the boys, and I don't know their names. The boy on our right.
Oh, now you're messing with my head here.
His costume looks an awful lot like
It looks a lot like Superboy from the Reign of the Superman.
Yes.
Yes.
Put a leather jacket on that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not the only one seeing that.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, but like as you see on the Steel suit there, he's even wearing the emblem now.
He's part of the family.
He is.
He is part of the family.
Yeah, started out as an enemy, but has graduated to full-on hero for this place.
You know, of all of those super adjacent characters, I think Steel is actually my favorite. And not just because he's like an Iron Man kind of clone thing. I just thought it was cool, like the whole John Henry Irons thing.
I'm just gonna pick up this suit and I'm gonna
the guy that made the railway. Like, yeah, I think that's cool.
But yeah, first half of the episode super action packed. Second half is, I don't want to say like tidying up loose ends and everything.
It's all the feels.
It is 100% all the
It's
feels.
all the feels.
It is such a tearjerker at the end.
The little bit that I read today suggested that it was all the
yeah, they ended it. This is the end of the Arrowverse, and well done. Like really.
Yeah, this
really
is
well
the
done.
last of the CW superhero shows.
Yeah. So,
I mean, can you still call this the Arrowverse after they spun off into their own show?
yeah, because like they debuted out of Supergirl, right?
Yeah, but then
Because-
it's like now they're their own world, though.
I'm gonna say no. They just time jumped.
Is that all they did?
Basically, because what happened in Supergirl was Lois got pregnant, couldn't have the pregnancy on Earth because they would kick through her stomach.
Right.
So they went to Argo to have
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
And then they came back, moved to Smallville, and now we are here, 16 years later.
Right.
Which kind of explains why Supergirl doesn't show up. She's busy doing whatever.
Yeah. Who knows what she's doing, to be honest.
You get that Lex versus Superman ultimate fight. You get the Doomsday versus Superman. The kids get in on the action.
Well, I kind of regret not watching this from the get-go, but I think when this came on, it was in that period where like
it was definitely during a period of like, is this even gonna fly?
Yeah, and then it was like, where can I watch this as a streamer because I don't I don't have a regular cable anymore.
I believe it's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, if it is, I'll definitely go look for it.
I might
now.
be mistaken though. But yeah, John and Jordan Kent there are the twins. And
Right.
There's cameos from previous seasons and everything wraps up wonderful. It leaves you with such a hopeful message.
I read today that
Even how it
um,
ends.
I read today that this is what, season 5? 4. So season 4 apparently got a reduced budget.
Yes.
Which
but you
resulted
would
in
never know it.
Apparently that's what resulted in
Only 10 episodes.
well, that and the recurring cast members not coming back this season. So to have the people that were omitted from the season to get their moment in this,
yeah.
I don't know what you call it, flashback, flash forward.
It's more of I don't want to say a recap.
Yeah,
But
well, that's fair.
It finishes telling the story. Like
Yeah.
it really finishes.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
So to say that you liked it
Yes.
is an understatement, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is because I was a huge fan of Smallville, and the way they ended Smallville.
Oh, see, and I wasn't.
No.
No, didn't care for it. It was too deviant for me.
Fair enough. But like the way they ended Smallville, like you're just getting to him putting on the costume and taking
Right,
off.
right.
This gives you a satisfying conclusion.
I think that's sort of the crux of it, though, right? Like you want to feel like the journey was worth it.
Yeah, and
you
like
know?
once you've seen this, if you need more Superman, go back to DC Comics because this particular story is done.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but leave it to DC though. You think they'll spin this off into its own book,
I don't know.
or have them show up in other books?
Could be.
I mean, it's DC,
It's a
right? So
multiverse, right?
anything
So
goes. Yeah.
this counts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sad to see it go, but it's a good finale.
I like that image though. That's a great looking image.
Mm. And for everybody else, our merch sale continues. So if you did not get something on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, you still got time. The Cyber Monday sale has been extended, so
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I
with
like
that.
them dropping prices.
Yeah,
It makes it better for us. So.
Absolutely. I just hope that at some point that they expand up here into Canada a little bit more, make it a little bit easier for our Canadian fans to get in on it, because it is quite hefty on the shipping. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But we got one more item of business here before the end.
What? We're there already?
Not quite. We got one story left.
Okay.
And this one's kind of weird. You know Pokemon Go?
I do, yeah. Actually, a friend of mine is a huge Pokemon Go player.
Well, he's not just a player. Information has come out that not only are you out there chasing Pokemon, but this particular thing uses geolocation information from scans that the players submit of real world locations playing the game to help train an AI map. Yeah. So a privacy expert advises users to be mindful of what they share.
Okay.
But Niantic is the developer behind the game.
Yeah.
And they announced last week that they're building an AI model to map the physical world. And they're using Pokemon Go to help do it.
I mean, they've got a huge player base.
Yes.
Yeah, so
the fact that they've been doing this since 2016 is kind of scary for this information to just come out now.
Isn't that something, eh?
Yeah. Apparently it was in the fine print that they were collecting data and not telling us what it was for. But Niantic's model is training and processing data using that geolocation information from player scans to build this entire world map.
Still going to be blank spots.
Oh yeah.
You know, like all of the
like,
all of the third world where there's no.
Well, that's what they're saying. Like if they need more information on a certain spot, they'll just put like a gym in that area.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That way more people go to it. They scan it, bring back the thing. Apparently the scanning feature is optional, so you can turn it off.
Okay.
But you know, with fine print, nobody ever reads it, so you wouldn't know to turn it off, right?
Except the one person who read it to write this.
Basically.
That's awesome.
But the company said it currently has 10 million scanned locations from around the world, with 1 million new scans each week. So there's no signs of slowing down. And if it's feeding data into this AI model that quick, it won't be long until it stops needing people to do it.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like a data privacy problem. Like, did you know you were signing up to help build an AI model?
Yeah. That's always going to be the question, right?
And then in the hindsight, oh, guess what? Pokemon Go built Skynet.
Oh dear.
But
that's not a connection that I want to make.
No.
But
you know, it could be. Anyhow.
We've reached that time, have we? Oh, it's that time again. It's the end of the night. So before we go, remember, Andy, he's out there in the aisles. He is hunting for both you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, have we plugged the Facebook group?
The Facebook group is gone.
Your Facebook group?
Oh, that one. No, actually,
no.
I don't think we have.
It's kind of a reciprocal. Yeah, the Fandom Power group is gone. Andy runs a Facebook group, Toy Hunting at Dollarama. And if you live in Canada or you shop at Dollarama and you are interested in this stuff, you should check it out.
It deals strictly with the toy aisle. So
yeah,
we've only had a few people that have posted non-stuff, but they've been given a talking to.
But it's cool because that's how we learn that not all the Dollaramas are getting the same assortments of stuff. Yeah.
And we've got people from all across Canada now contributing too. So something might show up on the West Coast and we'll see it on the East Coast later or vice versa.
Right. What do you got this week?
Anyway, a new assortment of DC graphic novels have popped up at ranging from $4 to $5 a piece.
Yeah.
But some of these are the hardcover Eagle Moss editions. And some of those can fetch or
Really?
retailed originally for like, $50 to $80. So.
I mean, I have the entire run of New 52 Justice League, and almost all of mine are hardcover.
Nice.
Yeah.
The other thing you're showing up, restocked Matchbox Hot Wheels. I know it's not a new thing, but it's nice to see them come back with a new stock every now and again.
Yeah.
Selling for $1.75, which is good. Aftermarket, if you find the right car, could be anywhere from $2 to $50.
I just find it hilarious that Mattel owns both Hot Wheels and
It is kind of funny.
and Matchbox.
Yeah, they got big enough to buy their competitions.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're out in the toy aisles, make sure you do that.
As always, man, another fantastic episode, chock full of headlines from the last week or so.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we say goodnight, just remember Skeleton Crew.
Will be reviewed.
How many times did I say the Acolyte tonight?
Couple.
At least twice.
Oh, we were
Skeleton Crew, the first 2 episodes are streaming now on Disney Plus. That is our next review series. It is Fandom Crew, and it debuts this Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Hank will be with us. We've already, our group chat has already exploded with some questions because we're all like,
Did you see this? Did you see that?
Yeah.
What's that? I know this.
I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow as I start to decipher Wim's datapad.
Oh my God.
There's
so much in there.
pages and pages of looks like Jedi lore that he was reading. So
Yeah.
I'm quite excited to see what's going on there. Oh, wow. You're glitching and you're not sure what's going on. I will have to check that in the replay to see if it's system wide or if it's just a local thing. I apologize for that. I hope nobody else is experiencing that problem, but on the off chance that it is everything, we'll have to look into that because it could be a problem with the our host.
Could be.
All right, that's all I got, man. You got anything you want to say?
I'm tapped out.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great week. We'll see you on Sunday night. And as always, whatever your thing is, fan on, everybody. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.